escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Everyone, you got 4 down. Hey, watch 28.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st. On 1st down, Hunt. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
56 is the Mike. Too low.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
You know how I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them on that fake.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. And you're right, and obviously it worked out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as it kicks away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And an alley to run. And a cut to the right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. We got 4. We got 4.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Single, single. Single, single. Hey, watch 11, watch 11. Let's go.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, come on. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming